from the other side of reality. Men say he's cool and he makes the women drool.
Hello, Keith. And welcome to my 31 Days of Horror. I didn't even tell you the movie, so it's pretty very fun. Oh my god! Ooh. Oh, brother. Oh my god, I can't see you! Oh, hello. Oh my god. Whoo. Yes, hello. Wait, come over here so you can see me. Hi. Hi, hello, and welcome to my 31 Days of Horror. Well, I did Demon tell you about a new horror movie from the 1st to the 31st. Hi, hello. And if you're new here, welcome. Now, for all the newcomers, if there's any newcomers, I am a demon. Now, you're probably saying, man, I saw you as a demon before, but you're like human now. Can you explain that? Have my meds kicked in? No, your meds haven't kicked in. You're good. I'm turned into a human due to the fact that I've been attacked by demon hunters. And I'll explain more about that later on. So, in order for them not to come after me, I cannot maintain my demon form for like long periods of time. Hence, this human beauty that you see before you now, so we kind of keeps the demon hunters at bay. So yes, hi, I've been watching every new horror movie every day in October, and we're on the 18th today, day 18. I know it's the 19th, I'll talk more about that in a bit. So, I've been watching a new horror movie every day, mostly B-horror, although I've been watching a couple of new ones. I watched the Crow remake yesterday. Let's not talk about that movie ever again. So today, I watched A Stranger in the House, or a.k.a. Summer of Fear. This is a movie that is directed by the late, great Wes Craven, yes, of Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street fame. Stars Linda Blair of The Exorcist, and her TV debut, Fran Drescher, you know, the one who did The Nanny, or talk like this. That's a horrible, horrible voice, and we'll never do that voice ever again. I know we heard Fran Drescher who did The Nanny, like her. She's in this movie, although she doesn't sound like that in this one. It was her debut, actually. So this is a TV movie. Back in the day, God, I sound old, when, you know, there was no streaming or no cable or anything like that, TV stations, ABC and NBC and all those other ones, every once in a while, one of them will have what's called like a TV movie, whereupon which, like, 2 hours, like a 2 hour block will show like a movie, basically, with, you know, and have stars like, you know, like Linda Blair and stuff like that. It's PG fare, you know, it's not going to be any blood or nothing like that, but this is like neat little horror movie. Linda Blair stars as a daughter to this, as a daughter, her mom and dad, and she lives with mom or dad, her, and two brothers. And she has a cousin who's going to be living with them because her aunt and uncle, who she hasn't seen in years, passed away. Now the cousin's moving in with them. And once the cousin comes home, that's when stuff starts happening. Now, I know it's like PG fare, so it's not really crazy. But what this movie does is something very, very horrific and something that I wasn't expecting. Now, this doesn't have to do with the fact that, you know, she's a witch. They find out the cousin's a witch. It's not that. It's the fact that for some reason, her brother is hitting on the cousin. Let me explain. So, she's trying to get her brother to stay with her cousin the first night because, or stay with their cousin the first night because she wants to go hang out with her boyfriend Mike. And her brother's like, well, I don't know. And then the Blair's like, well, you know, she's cute. She's a cousin, like first cousins. And he's like, well, okay. And he, you know, and then, you know, later on at the family table, he starts hitting on her, saying, you know, I play guitar. You should come see me at the play concert sometimes. And she's like, yeah, okay. And I'm thinking, it's your cousin, man. Like, you guys are related. What are you, royalty or something? That's, you know. And then later on, she starts hitting on her uncle. Like, what? You know, that's the most horrific part about this movie, is that stuff. And the funny part is, you know, is that when she's talking to, like, because Fran Drescher is Linda Blair's friend in this, and she's talking to her, and she's like, yeah, I think my brother has a a crush on our cousin, and she's like funny. It's usually still the way around. It doesn't dawn on them that they're related. Like, you guys are like cousins. You're cool with that. That you're not worried about the we're gonna talk about that. Oh, you know what that is, right? Because that happens if you guys start doing that mambo, the bed mambo there. If she's our cousin, it's like, don't you understand? I was like, what? But once you get past that point, the movie's actually not that bad, for what it is. It's PG fair, like I said, but for TV movie, it's not that bad, because Linda Blair's character, she sees what's going on with her family. She sees how her dad's getting attracted to her cousin, and then she starts stealing her boyfriend from her, and she gives her hives, and all this stuff is happening because of her cousin, and she's trying to tell people, no one believes her, and of course, why would you, It's Linda Blair. If Linda Blair came here, I wouldn't believe her. If she told me it was daylight, I don't believe Linda Blair. I'm sorry, but you have like anyone who has like a first name as a last name always kind of trips me out. Like, it's a last name, it's not a first name. It's Linda Blair, really, but Blair's like the first name, because I'm thinking of Facts of Life, because Facts of Life goes to Blair. So, like, your last name is the first. It just boggles my mind. I can't get past that crap. Ugh! Yes, so, like I said, but all in all, for what it is, it's not half bad. It's a nice little 2 hour, well, an hour and a half, really, because, we get out of the commercials, an hour and a half horror movie. So, if you want to watch it with someone who never watched horror movies before, it's a really, really good introduction to it. Because the acting's actually not that bad, and the story is actually pretty decent for what it is. It gets a little nutty at the end, but all in all, I have to say I pretty much enjoyed it. I liked it. Now, I'm going to get into the elephant of the room and ask it to leave. So, Bert, Frank, can you get Bert out of here? The elephant? Yeah, just get him. Just ask him to leave, because I gotta talk about something. Give him some candy or something. I don't. Let's get the elephant out of here. Yeah, I know. I'm not making that noise. The elephant's making that noise. Let's get it out of here. Thank you very much, Frank. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I am a demon, and because of my demon form, demon hunters come after me. They came after me the other day, unfortunately, when I was getting like an ice cream bar at the store. Alright, it was late at night. I was hungry. I really wanted an ice cream bar. You have no idea, because I can't get them in my dimension, like in the demon realm. I can't get them at all. I was like, I'll go to the store and get it. I did switch to my human form. I went as a demon because I just got out of bed because I was chilling. I woke up famished, wanted an ice cream bar. Little to my knowledge, it was like a demon hunter parked across the street because they were monitoring the store, because demon hunters, like, we really, 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 and really again, like ice cream bars. Like, that is like the main food of a demon. Like, we love that stuff, man. Something with the wafers and the cream. Oh, God, it's good. I'm going to have one after. But I guess I wasn't aware. I don't know. I was going to go get an ice cream bar, and I didn't know there was a demon hunter parked across the street. So I go across the street to get an ice cream bar. And what? And they grabbed me. Now, the poor bugger, it was only one. And the only reason why he was able to hold me for like a little bit was because he had the amulet. And so the amulet, it was an amulet that he got, that if you put it on a demon, it makes them kind of like this. So he put it on me, and I couldn't do a friggin' thing. However, he didn't do a good job, because he had it on me and I was like powerless, but then he didn't pin it on me, he just laid it on me. And he's a really bad driver, and when he was driving back to home base, he hit like a pothole, and the medallion went flying off me, and I was able to get off my powers, and I turned him into a frog, and I threw him into the swamp, and I junked the van. So, and so since then, I've been like going in and out of pocket dimensions and using spells. I'm trying to get my cult involved. I'm trying to get like Frank and the boys to help me out, because there's a worshiping cult. I don't know. We just sit around and play poker most of the time. I do with the guys, but they insist on being called a cult. I think it's because of tax purposes. But anyway, I was trying to get them involved. So all in all, basically, I was captured, but I was able to escape. So now, unfortunately, I'm behind by a day, and I want to catch up. So what I do before I get into it is I look upon the heads of Jeff. Here is Jeff, right here. The skull of Jeff, the Yes, The Skull of Jeff. So I always pick my movie that I'm going to watch, and I pick it from here. And I usually rate the movies on The Skulls of Jeff out of 5. And so the movie that I just watched, which is like Summer of Fear, Stranger in the House, which I found was pretty decent, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 Skulls of Jeff. So here we go. Now, as I shake this puppy, I usually pick one movie out of here, but because I'm behind, I'm going to have to watch 2. So that way I'll be all caught up. One for tomorrow, one for the one that I missed. So we're going to do this twice. I'm not going to shake it both times, so I'm just going to pick it from once. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Like, gets sick when I shake him. I don't like it. Yeah, it's okay, Jeff. All right. So I'm going to pick 2 out of here. That way, I'll do like 2 of them, and I'll be all cut up. Okay, just hang on, people. Get your tickets ready. We're going to pick into the raffle. Okay, so let's see what the first one's going to be. Get out of here, bugger. Ooh, look at the short, fat one. That's what she said. I have no idea what this one is. Ooh, wicked. Okay, so this one's going to be Sinners 2025. So that'll be the next one that I'm going to review. And then I'm going to review one more after that one. So I'm going to do this twice. So when I do a review for Sinners, I won't be doing that ahead of Jeff. That way I'll be all cut up, my friends. And this next one will be Trippy Goes on Whoopee. So I have it here. God, I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, okay, so this one's called Just Before Dawn. So there we go. So we're going to review those 2. Don't worry, you'll see them. If you want to, you know. Yeah, we're having fun here, aren't we? Aren't you enjoying yourself? Aren't you, sir? No, I don't know. The drugs haven't kicked in yet. Well, you do. We shall. So, we're gonna... Oh, man, I'm gonna... Oh, jeez. Well, there you go with the kitties. Many down and some more to go. So I'll be seeing you pretty soon now.